Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun! How you guys doing today? My sense of time is so messed up, because for me this is like the weekend. But that's because my wife has a very crazy schedule. She works Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then she gets the following 3 days off. So that's really cool. As for me, I just kind of go along with that. So I am working during Saturday, and this will not be the final part. There is another time gate, unfortunately. I've already hit it. So we're going to do some of the cutscenes there and see how that all goes. For all you early risers to my stream, I think I'm going to reward y'all by trying to summon for Summer Melusine. She is very pretty. And as much as I want to take that stupid hat off Baobhan, she is part of that banner. I'm not going for the... Oh, wait, I already rolled on that one. Wait. Oh, is there no Summer Barguest one yet? Interesting. She ain't there yet. So this is the banner that I would be drawing on. You got Strep. Jesus. That can't be good. Definitely rest. I think you... Oh, no, Barguest is hiding. She's in the back. She's hiding. She's not one of the featured servants. They needed to be sure to include that massive pile of craft essences. To roll UDK? Not yet. I'm about to. We'll see what happens. Ozzy Osbourne died, huh? Wow. We had a death in our family. Literally yesterday. Extended family, but still. No, I don't want Oberon. I'm not going to roll for Oberon. He can burn. He can burn. But I do like Melusine and her wicked-ass noble phantasm. So... This particular individual I have never personally met outside of like a Zoom call. But Dai-chan knew them quite a bit. You only got one Barguest off this banner. Again, I want one Melusine, and then I'm done. Melu has a cheeks crack in her swimsuit. On the backside? How do you know? How do you know? When do we get to see the backside? It's her FA? What? FA? Final Ascension. Gotcha. Thank you. I figured it out. More craft essence. Jinako. Hey! That was fast. Holy shit, Batman. I have pretty good luck in FGO. I don't want to like knock on wood, but I've had verifiable proof that I've had pretty good luck in the long run of this game. Ondine. Ondine. Well, that was quick. Holy shit. Alright. Alrighty. Well, that's that. That was way fast. I think I'll level her up later and get to the story. I might level her up after we get through the story. So now I gotta talk really fast because I know there's a copyrighted song. Bum 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 bum. Nope, nope, nope. You're not gonna copyright this. You will not. Screw you. Screw you. We are on chapter 7. Brilliant week. There we go. So, last we left off in the story, we thought we had a very successful Servant Fest finally lined up, but then it got screwed over by, Baobhan again. So we went out to go find her. She's out in the forest lighting trees on fire and shit, which is why we don't have enough paper to make our doujins. And yeah, it's unfortunate. But then we find out Baobhan is just like really jealous and frustrated. She's working on her own manga and has got kind of writer's block. So what she wants from us is to show her all the doujins that we made and use that for her inspiration. And that should make her happy. And so she agreed to calm down Kernunos then. At that point, she can calm Kernunos so that we can have a successful Servant Fest. But just when we thought we were okay and Servant Fest was going off without a hitch, then we find out that it's actually Oberon who's come to spoil the thing. He summons a massive typhoon or whatever, and it screws up the venue and cancels the event, and here we are at another reset. So that's what we're currently at right now. What's your opinion about Ninja Gaiden 4 trailer so far? So far, it looks kind of boring. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm jaded. I mean, if I were shown the Ninja Gaiden 1 trailer in today's day and age, or like a demo or something, I'd probably be all grouchy and whatnot. But that's probably because I already did play Ninja Gaiden 1, so the game is good. But... oh, hey, So Guy. Member for 25 months. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyways, how's everyone doing? Birthday's yesterday. Happy birthday. You're gonna cook flatbread pizza and fettuccine alfredo. That sounds awesome. Very awesome. I'm doing good because my dog is doing good. I've got a lot of different anime to watch with Ari-chan today, so I'm excited. We also got people bidding on the house. We had one offer already that was kind of lowballed, and so we're trying to counter-offer. There's one dude who previously gave us a lowball offer, but is now giving us a reasonable one. And we have at least one other showing for the house today. So that's cool. If Ayane and Momiji appear in Ninja Gaiden 4, that will be cool. Seems like they're just focusing on another dude. I do have a bit of an affinity with Ryu Hayabusa, given how long he's been around. Doesn't mean I couldn't enjoy a Ninja Gaiden game without him. But if they just went doubling down on the waifu cutting up people, then I would immediately be happy, because I've just become waifu pilled as of late. I know games don't need to have good waifu to be fun, period, but I've already played enough action games with dudes that I'd rather just do it with chicks now. Like, I'm able to be more picky. Here's a $5 for the next Servant banner. At this rate, I might have to wait until, like, CL. Yeah, the thing about, obviously the thing about selling house that's tricky is, buyers have the opportunity to back out at various stages of the process, and they might ask for certain concessions that might be unreasonable and whatnot, but who knows? We don't really like this particular buyer that's trying to submit an offer just because they seem kind of like they're fishing for a deal and are a bit flaky. But the fact that they came back after like a month with a new offer shows they're still interested in it, and that's pretty nice. So, yeah, we might be having that part done with soon. That'll be nice. Not have to pay a big-ass mortgage on top of rent. Aye. It's actually a reasonable mortgage, but yeah. Then we can actually look at a new house to buy and not have to be renting anymore, because equity is worth it. Because house payments these days are about the same as rent. If you own the house, you get equity because values go up. No ruler Kagetora? Say what? Are you asking if I have her? An equity firm? No. I'm talking about, like, Equity meaning the value of the house has risen since you bought it. So that's like getting free money for when you sell it. So like maybe it's worth 100,000 more than when you bought it. That's 100,000 if you actually manage to sell it for that much more. That's 100,000 free dollars you did not have before. Like that's freaking crazy. So even if you spent like 5 years paying off like 20K on a house, you'll get 100,000 in the long run if you sell it just because of the rising values of the housing market. It's nuts. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down, but I've never seen any of that shit go down as of late. Oh wait, ruler Kagetora? Let me look at her. Let me look at her. Ruler Kagetora. Uesugi Kenshin, I'm assuming you're referring to. Let's see, first Ascension looks pretty normal. Ah. Oh shit, okay, second Ascension wins. You're right, I forgot about that. Second Ascension, Uesugi Kenshin is phenomenal. I will be rolling for her. Thank you. Thank you for opening my eyes to the midriff. I just forget how many servants they release over the years. It just happens. Anyway, back to the story. Dai about to become a boomer who owns 20 houses he bought for $5,000. No. Definitely not that. Just want the one house that does its job. Whether they're too big to see, too small to see. I mean, anyone who's had to, like, constantly keep moving because rent goes up and up and up and up, and then you take a look at mortgage rates and you're like, wait a second, I could own a goddamn house for more or less the same price as I've been paying on rent. Like, the apartment we're in right now costs more than the mortgage of the house we're trying to sell. Like, that's nuts. And of course, just when you buy a house in general, because you're paying money into that mortgage and you pay it off, and you can sell the house, that means even if you got zero equity on the home itself, all the money you paid into it, you still get back when you sell it, theoretically. So it's like, okay, cool. You're not just paying thousands of dollars into the void. Well, if you're desperate enough, you'll sell to an equity firm, but nobody's been biting at that front anyway, so... Yeah, of course, if there's an actual family that wants to buy your house and move into it and live in it and be, like, happy... What country do you live in that lets rent cost more than a house? Well, more than a mortgage. The house is expensive itself, but nobody buys a house... Well, that's not true. Very few people have the ability to just buy a house in cash. So... I only care about NP1. I think getting max limit breaks or extra copies of a servant or any character in a gacha is the most manipulative shit. Like, you can do it, but it's exclusively for some meta stuff. And the game itself usually isn't balanced around needing that strong of a character. Yeah. But no, when you have the free market with zero regulations, you have this situation where renters know that people can't afford to put a down payment on a house, which is the expensive part. Now, this is the US. In America, rental people can just keep hiking up the price arbitrarily on what they perceive as the market value. You can't do a damn thing about it. And suddenly, if a mortgage for a house winds up costing like $1,800 a month, you can easily find rent that goes in the 2000s or more per month. Yep, there's nothing you can do about that, and then you just realize it's the smarter decision after a while, if you can build up that that down payment, which can be a bit tricky. And if you want to have, like, rent affordable housing, like, there is affordable housing initiatives, but to qualify for them is, like, the most fucked up thing. We tried, And it's like, oh, you accidentally got like one little tiny raise at work, and then all of a sudden you fall out of the qualification. They keep you at this balance where you're pretty much dirt poor and can't afford anything else. And even if you start, in the moment you start to get like any bit of decent income, then you no longer qualify for affordable housing. And at the same time, you need to be able to prove you can pay for a house. So it's like the margin is tiny. So if you're like too poor, you can't afford it at all. But if you have to be just poor enough to get it. And then there are certain things like rent-controlled, housing that tracks your income. If you get a new job, they want to know so that they can break that rent affordability. It's so bullshit. Reminds me of a video where a mom didn't want to let her son work because they might lose the house. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. It's ridiculous. Like, you're supposed to be encouraging people to get ahead in life and do better, yet that type of program makes you want to stay in a status quo of poverty. Sometimes, though, there are better programs than others, but it's tricky to qualify, and it makes no sense. Whether they're too big to see, too small to see, too obvious to see, or too important to see. I keep getting distracted. I'm sure you guys have heard about the VShojo situation. Another big giant VTuber agency proves that VTuber agencies are kind of a piece of shit. And that even though it did great to get a lot of these VTubers popular and in the limelight, now they all just decide to go indie now that they have a sustainable fan base. Like Gura, and now we've got the whole VShojo thing where they don't pay out charity funds that they raised for charity that could put them in legal hell. You have 3 hours to kill between shifts. This will help speed time along. Nice. So you work multiple jobs? VShojo backstyling all of their talents. Yep. Yeah. And the biggest charity fraud since, The Completionist. Although, this is even worse, it sounds like. The creatures of this planet seem to have a habit of trampling what they cannot see. You mean like bugs? Whoa. Need. Oh, a split shift. Oh, I hate that. These creatures were pure, strong, and very much not from this world. What type of job is it? Is it manual labor? Is it retail? Oh, Nuxtaku. Yeah! I don't like Nuxtaku, but that whole thing seems weird too. Let's not need them. Need people? We had no means to communicate with them, and no way to understand one another. So when they decided to correct their mistakes, to say they did not know to hold back would be an understatement. Housekeeping. Ah. That's a valid job for sure. It's hard to find quality work there, because we paid to have a cleaning company come in and clean up the whole house for sale, and they did kind of a shit job, in my opinion. And then charged a lot for it. What happened? Where is everyone? Not to mention, we're in a fancy little hotel. Where am I? Speaking of housekeeping. Hey, bar guest. Good morning, Lady Sarah. I'm surprised you find anything that fits you. I apologize for taking the liberty of opening the curtains. I've prepared a change of clothes for you in the bathroom. Would you like to begin your day with something to drink? Dumbfounded. She could totally just, wash windows with her tits. I see you require an explanation, then allow me to start over. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Lady Sarah. Dude, she's beating most of the girls in Nikkei in terms of sheer size. Why pay thousands of dollars for professionals who may or may not flub it when you can hire family for free? At least not if they do a bad job. Well, you say that like you've got a bunch of able-bodied family members at the ready. We certainly did not. And it wasn't thousands of dollars, thankfully. But, yeah. And they're supposed to have better cleaning tools and experience than the average Joe. But it turns out a lot of that isn't. If you can clean the place yourself, you're better. Carpet cleaning is nice because they have bigger machines that can do a more efficient job at a higher heat volume to really disinfect those carpets and shit if you have those. But yeah. I am Barghest. Given the present extenuating circumstances, I have been named head maid of this hotel. What happened to the UDK, man? I have been assigned to your room for the duration of your stay with us. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. So you're really oh yeah. What happened to being a captain of the UDK? I told you, they were extenuating circumstances. I have my own matters to deal with, you know. Oh right, I nearly forgot it was time. I can see you have many questions and aren't sure where to begin, so I will do my best to explain concisely. I may be the captain of the UDK, but that is strictly a personal nightly endeavor. The reason I came to this singularity in the first place was to ensure this hotel is up to snuff. Huh. Up until now, I was able to set my own schedule and therefore focused on my UDK activities. But now that you're staying with us, Lady Sarah, my priority will be here, in this position. I never chose to be here. You are this hotel's most important guest, after all. As the head maid, it is only right that I should be the one to serve you. Now, I had best be on my way. If there's anything you need, and you are prepared for the consequences, please don't hesitate to call me. What are the consequences of calling you? That's sketch. Thought heroic spirits are summoned across multiverse if world is in danger, not to clean hotel. Yeah, well, Chaldea's got a weird situation. When they're summoned as Chaldean servants, they can do whatever the fuck they want when there's nothing more urgent going on. Hey, finally, Suzuka, she's back. Morning, Master. How are you feeling? Is it true you, got blasted here all the way from Waikiki? Well, I heard had to... when I heard, I, had to come see for myself. Oh, wait, I know that face. That's totes your I'm acting brave but have no idea what's going on face, right? I get it. I'd be freaking out too if I, woke up and found myself in a strange hotel. I'd probably be wondering what I got myself into, or maybe what was in my cocktail. I'd also like to think that, a super huge pain, but I totes gotta skewer all the shady bastards running a human trafficking operation here. What? But don't worry, nothing like that's going on here. This is Hotel Briston. It's a resort on the western side of Hoartoria. This place is a worry-free paradise. Seems that way. Pardon me. The head maid told me Master had checked in here. Can you check in when you're unconscious? And it seems like she was telling the truth. Good morning, Master. Suzuka, Gawain, I'm glad you're both okay. You were worried about us? That's not what she told us. Suzuka and I were told we could wait here for you. Because you were going to come check into Briston soon, so you could more fully enjoy your summer. Ah, who cares? She's here now, right? Don't be a worrywart, Kay? Yeah, we didn't know where the fuck you went. Now come on, let's go hit the beach. It's not too hot in the morning, so we can do all the wakeboarding and volleyball we want. hang on, can we talk first? I see. I had no idea all that was occurring while we were standing by here. How could I, the Sun Knight, have been so careless? Who knows what I could have done with all that time I spent bodybuilding for the race? Thank goodness Sir Lancelot was here to help you in your time of need, at least. If it wasn't for him, the pride of all Knights of the Round Table would be in tatters by now. I still have a pretty low opinion of the Knights lately. At least because of fate. As for Sir Tristan, well, I'd rather not think about him at all. I thought something like that might be going on here. Like, I feel bad and stuff that the Servant Fest hall's getting majorly messed with and reset 3 times. But I really don't care about any requests from BB or repairing singularities or whatevs. So I'm not about to, like, pitch in with your missions or anything, Kay? In fact, now that you're here, this singularity's basically as good as gone, yeah? Like, all you need to do to complete BB's orders is make sure Servant Fest finishes successfully, right? Then there won't be any more resets. Today's day 2, so there's 5 days left to go. And those 5 days are going to be the last of our summer vacation. As to why that is, want to take this one, Gawachi? Why, thank you, Suzuka. I must say, you are as naturally considerate as you are radiant. Very well then, allow me to tell you about the key to resolving this summer situation, Master. That would be the Earthman Race, a major event held in the western part of Hoartoria. That's right, this year Servant Fest's main attraction is not the Dojin Market. So you say. Instead, the Earthman Race will be the Servant Fest event to draw the attention of viewers around the globe. It's a race! A race! Am I winning? Have you ever seen that movie, Rat Race? It's a pretty good movie. I like it a lot. I think it's insane. Because Gawain doesn't cheat on anybody or whatnot, as far as I'm aware. Or go with any form of adultery, I suppose. We have our own private beach. They just seem very incompetent in fate, and cause more harm than they do help. Indeed, Waikiki hotels are of course located in the city, so their beaches see all kinds of visitors. But then there are hotels like Briston here, which are located away from the city. That is why it is able to reserve a private beach exclusively for its guests. And they only have like a 50 guest capacity, so we're talking major extravagance. The crowded Waikiki beaches are nice, but these members-only ones are even better. The simulator's good at simulating experiences, but nothing beats the feeling of seeing something like this stretching out in all directions. I don't know who built this place, but I'm super glad they did. I'm gonna spend every summer here from now on. Huh? You don't know who built it? Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. I'm familiar with Hawaii beaches. Yeah, that sounds fun. Oh, hi, Master. It's me, Gareth. You're so cute in your swimsuit. Say, were you just talking about who built this hotel? I've been wondering about that too. Was it your mama? Mordred and I both received invitations before we ray shifted, but we didn't know who sent them. I kind of feel bad that I still haven't been able to thank whoever's letting me stay at such a wonderful hotel. She still hasn't realized, huh? Well, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. I'd best not say anything for now. Of course, I doubt I could keep it a secret if Agravain were here too. or Gaheris. Basically all of Morgan's children. So Mordred turned down the invitation, huh? Yes, they said they couldn't trust Sir Jekyll. They said she couldn't trust Sir Jekyll to keep the place running by himself, and left for the Waikiki Hotel. Oh, I'm sorry. I almost forgot we have an emergency right now. Could I ask for your help, everyone? There's a large group of wild beasts I've never seen near the beach before, bearing down on us. A large group of wild beasts? So we're like not talking about Luluhawa giant chickens? Whatevs. Pretty sure I can ice them in no time. Come on, Gawachi and Gareth. And like, any nearby Lancers are welcome to help out too. There were a lot of filler fights in the next few chapters, so it's nice that we can skip those. There certainly were a lot of them, but they weren't too vicious as wild beasts go. Of course, we did have to drive them off, since they were clearly intent on rampaging, even if it meant suffering injuries. Still, they were far stronger and more agile than I expected. Are you alright, Gareth? Of course. It was a thrill to fight beside you, Gawain. Aw, it's so nice to see a couple of siblings getting along so well. I love it. Although I can't help but wonder, did anything seem off about those animals to you guys? Like, I'm pretty sure I don't remember any creatures like that from the last Servant Fest. Yeah, about that. We think Luluhawa might have been combined with yet another island. Another island? Oh, now that you mention it, Luluhawa was made by sticking Oahu and the island of Hawaii together, right? So does that mean another Hawaiian island has been added on as well? Close, but not quite, Gareth. There is one notable species of animal that doesn't exist on any of the Hawaiian islands. There was? Oh wait, do you mean the ones that stood out the most? Yeah, the kangaroos. Those are only found in places like Australia, Tasmania, and New Guinea. So this island's name doesn't mean what we were thinking. Instead of coming from Artoria, the Ultria part comes from Australia. Well, it's not exact, but close enough. That's a stretch of the imagination for sure. That would be more like Hawaustralia. Hawaustralia makes sense. Yes, there probably are elements of that here. It would certainly explain why the island's northwest is shaped differently than before. Except I'm not a fan of Australia right now. Especially with the whole censorship thing going on. The Australian feminist group attacking or going to payment processors and threatening them into blocking off certain types of content, which then causes people like Steam to bend over backwards to the payment processors and take down all sorts of lewd anime games. My guess is that part was taken from the northwest region of Australia. Oh yeah, and now someone started a petition to protest against this Australian feminist group, and they're trying to get the petition taken down on the grounds of defamation. It's like, now that I've seen Kick Vic and the Johnny Depp situation, defamation is a hell of a tough cookie to crack. When you're a public figure. And you'd like to think that a group of, like an actual funded organization counts as a public figure. And of course, giant wild animals. The one Australian that I know that I like is the YouTuber How to Cook That. She debunks all sorts of food myths and stupid, like, what are those, like those hack videos, cooking hacks and stuff. Yes, Ezra, I see what you're saying. I can't vouch for any of that being relevant in this case, but yeah. It's the race! Pretty much everybody from the second summer event. Okay, we're here. It's pretty far from Briston, but this is where you apply to take part in the Earthman race. It's usually a triathlon of swimming, cycling, and running, but this year the rules are special. All you have to do is start here and make your way through 3 areas: mountains, lava, and ocean. Oh, not on foot, of course. You're supposed to use a vehicle. That's why there's so many riders here. Hold up, did you say lava? Yes, but it's not flowing lava. Nobody could swim through that, let alone run across it. The lava part refers to ground that's made up of cool, solid lava. Lava fields like that are one of the more popular tourist destinations on the island of Hawaii. There are entire sightseeing tours focused exclusively on them. So you're running this race, Gawain? I am, or rather I was going to. I've been training with a bicycle I purchased for the road race section. But unfortunately, I had to forfeit when I accidentally destroyed my beloved bike in the lava section during the preliminary race. Gawain was in first place for the entire mountain section, too. I like the strawberry. She's cute. I just wish you could have seen how magnificently he was pedaling for yourself, Master. Honestly, he looked more like a human tank than a bike rider. Good thing there was an off-road lava field section. Fortunately, our hotel has entered another competitor, who I am certain will win, so I can relax and simply enjoy spectating. It's only too bad that Sir Achilles won't be taking part. Really? He's not? But I saw him around here the other day. He definitely seemed interested. Whoa, I didn't know they were holding a race. And the grand prize is 100 million QP? Now that sounds like a sweet, interesting challenge. How could I defend my title of fastest person ever to live if I didn't enter? Are you an idiot? Have you already forgotten your new duties? Who was it who said, if you're joining the UDK, big sis, then I am too? Surely you're not going to tell me you mean to abandon your job protecting the woods so you can go off and play? Because if you do so, I may end up taking a new hobby of my own. It will be using your beloved steeds' heads for target practice. Well, that's not fair to them. Use Achilles' head. The most dangerous game. I know, right? There's like no way Achilles, of all people, wouldn't be running in this race. It really sucks. I was seriously looking forward to going up against the fastest rider. And that wasn't even the oddest thing about this event. What's going on at that tent? No fair! How did you end up in first place in the prelims? You don't even have a vehicle! Yeah, any racer who takes part without a vehicle ought to be disqualified. Look at us, we're natural-born surfers. We skate by on land just as easily as we do on waves. Huh, at least you guys are masters of making excuses. Are you that scared that I finished in a tenth? In a tenth the time of the one who came in second? Well, this is reality. Deal with it. Sorry, I'm just too strong. As for my vehicle, see these wings on my back? That's my vehicle. So she is the vehicle. They're just for show right now, though, since I'm still haven't gotten to really use them. Again, sorry I'm just too strong. It's enough to make me sad, too. Any racer who finished the prelims more than 60 minutes after first place can't take part in the real race. So that means you guys are disqualified. Once I reach the goal, the race ends in 60 minutes. I don't want to wait any longer than that for my victory party. What kind of rule is that? Where's your sense of sportsmanship? The Earthman race isn't about speed, it's about being moved, watching the racers give everything they have to reach the finish line. Pretty sure a race is about speed. If it were just a regular marathon, that'd be another story. Oh, so you want a participation prize. I've been handing those out already. Here you go. It's just a single ember of wisdom, though. Be funny if she just flipped him off instead. That's the most heartless thing I've ever heard. Hey bro, you think what I'm thinking? Yeah, let's show this shrimp who the real top dogs are around here. Don't tell me, that's gotta be. OMG, speak of the devil. She's totes riling up the other racers, again. Don't worry about saving her, Master. Part of her's enjoying this. We can't just stand back and do nothing. There's no honor in that. Come on, let's go mediate. Hey, you two, what do you think you're doing? Aw, and I was so close to convincing these guys. Who's sticking their nose in where it doesn't belong? Master, you finally made it. I knew you wouldn't miss the real race. Come on, let's go to the beach. No, wait, that can wait till tomorrow. Come on, let's go shopping. Did you know they're already selling merchandise of me here? I want each of us to buy a t-shirt of me coming in first place in the prelims. Hey, don't ignore us. We're still here and we're still mad. And we're not done arguing. Looks like we'll just have to tire you out so much you won't be able to race anymore. Really? Trash like you is going to tire me out? How terrifying. Eek, save me. You will though, right, Master? Save me, I mean. Come on, this'll be a fun workout. No way. We're supposed to be able to adapt to any class, no problem. And the surfer bros are down. I see. You must have wanted to race really badly. I understand how you feel now. I'll talk to Her Majesty and have her change the rules for you. First, I'll have to call you an ambulance, though. Wow, you didn't even flinch at those giant clubs. I guess that's a ruler for you. Right? I tried to tell Mr. Humanity that I wasn't cut out for rulerdom, but he insisted I become one. Who the fuck is Mr. Humanity? Wait, did you just call the rules that govern our world Mr. Humanity? Quit that. Also, you toads asked to be a ruler, right? You can't, like, pull the wool over my eyes. Oh, Suzuka, you're here too? How come? What do you mean, how come? Master only just got here, so I'm showing her around the city, duh. It's all part of our sightseeing. I'm here on a protection detail as well, but I certainly don't feel like I'm on the job. I see, so you came here to show Master around the city, not to see me set a new record. Well, that doesn't interest me, so I'm going back to the hotel. Especially since we can't hang out, just the two of us. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Master, I'll see you tomorrow afternoon at the beach, okay? Zenless Zone Zero has a summer event, and the swimsuits for Yuzuha and Alice are beautiful and hot. They're kind of boring to me. Honestly, the one with the best swimsuit by far is Belle. But yeah, that summer event is really fun. I love the mini games, the drifting on the water, and the target practice is all right. a little derivative, but I could play an entire game of just hot chicks on surfboards, like racing. We had something similar with Kandagawa Jet Girls, but that game just wasn't good enough as a racing game. If the physics were better, if it were more like a Mario Kart, or even better, something like Hydro Thunder, that would have been amazing. Hotel restaurant after dinner. I mainly use Nicole, Anby, and then lately I've been switching from Grace to Caesar, because it's nice to have a defender like that. But otherwise it would be Nicole, Anby, and Grace. Alright, we're gonna call it a day. See you tomorrow at the breakfast buffet. A breakfast buffet! I'm gonna head back to my room after working out at the gym. Did you know the gym spa is like baller as hell? Anyway, if you got time to kill, Master, you could always hang out at the lounge bar. Just tell them what kind of drink you want and they'll make it for you, even if it's like just a soft drink. Do that whole event where you're taking the various characters to the movie theater was like surprisingly well written. It did a great job of developing characters that I didn't know much about. Namely the NPCs. Man, this has all been ridiculously fun. Good. Hearing such things makes me glad to have built this hotel. I see a footy. Hello, Morgan. Oh my god, look at you. You're beautiful. You're fabulous. I know you have yet to greet me, but you needn't feel bad. Well, I didn't know you were here. I found you upon your arrival here, so I've already seen your slumbering face. I have also received news of the commotion taking place in the east. Knowing you, I'm sure you couldn't abandon your friends in their hour of need, but you still took far too long to arrive here. None have kept the Queen of Winter waiting as long as you. You were waiting for me, Morgan? Oh yeah, she did say that on the ship earlier. Taking a late lunch, are we? I see your hands are still quite full. No matter, hard work is important, but take care not to overtax yourself. Go on, get back to it, and try not to take too long. Yeah, it's important for a lady to communicate and not just leave hints like that. Because men are stupid. Or, in this case, Ritsuka, male or female, isn't picking up the hint. That's what that meant. So you misunderstood. Troublesome, but at least it explains matters. This is Briston. I prepared this hotel so you and I might spend the summer here. It is a paradise free from the turmoil plaguing the eastern part of the island. I encourage you to forget your obligations and take all the time you like to relax here. Oh, as for the Earthman race, I arranged it so to give us a spectacular final event with which to conclude our summer. Oh, hi Kana. It will begin in 4 days' time, on day 6 of Servant Fest. We can enjoy it together from my VIP seating. Goodbye. But why are you leaving? Hey, hang on a second. Is something wrong? You of all servants must know this singularity is dangerous. And if anyone could steal it from BB... Oh, that? True, this singularity is quite dangerous. If left unchecked, it would wipe out 80% of all life on this planet. How? Not that it's any concern of mine. If anything, that would make it easier to build my kingdom. Dude, you're a Chaldean servant. Stop acting like that. That being said, you got Castoria Summer and Bavanchi Summer. Nice, Dante. Yeah, I just pulled Melusine in a single 10 roll earlier, which was very unexpected. That being said, I do realize that such an outcome would be unacceptable for my wife. Accordingly, I have devised a means to prevent it. Morgan the lesbian. That plan is the Earthman race. Once the race is concluded, the singularity will disappear shortly afterwards. Rest assured that I will take care of this problem. You need only enjoy this special summer here at Bristol. I see. Then I guess you're not the one behind this, then. That you consider me a suspect at all wounds me. But it is, I suppose, understandable given how few people would or could take such elaborate measures. Oh, I just remembered I have a question for you, too. Have you seen Baobhan anywhere? You see, I invited all the Tamlin of Fairy Britain to spend their summer vacation here as well. Baobhan's room was used on the first day, but she hasn't returned since. Of course, she is a Tamlin, so I'm not concerned that her life is in any danger. But I am her queen, and should still be aware of what's happening with her. If I tell her about Mikos there... Just 'cause you're my master doesn't mean you can do whatever the hell you want, alright? So don't you dare tell Mother about this. If you do, I'm seriously gonna die. I'm not joking. You're gonna die? Nope. Haven't seen Tamlin Tristan anywhere. I see. Well, she is coming of age. Perhaps she was merely drawn to the excitement of the Eastern City over the peace of my hotel. Very well. If you do see her, be certain to let me know. Fail to do so and your life is forfeit, master or not. Okay, so either she's gonna die or I'm gonna die. She's still intimidating as hell. It's okay. Oh, we got the little mousies. Oh, master, I'm sorry you had to see that. Your room's infested with rats. Your bed is all made now. Oh. Need me to give you a neck massage, little puppy? To help work down the mucus and all sorts of bullshit. If there's anything else you need, please let me know. You got Chloe today to finish the set of both banners? The Tamlin scared me though, thought they wouldn't come home. Yeah? Hang on. Well, the dai-chan, what were they doing here? The dai-chan are employed here as maids as well. This hotel is far too large for me to cover by myself, especially since I have no prior maid experience. They've been excellent at helping me learn on the job. Her chest can affect the waves like the moon. Yep. But never mind that. I can tell you have something else you wish to ask me. By all means, how can I help? I see. So you wish to know how to leave this hotel and return to the east side? Unfortunately, with High Queen Morgan's bounded field in place, I'm afraid that won't be possible until the race has concluded. We do not have shuttle buses that go to the east. Oh, sorry, we do have them. But they're reserved solely for tourists. What about a way to contact everyone in Waikiki, then? Yes, that would be possible. I could pass on a message from you myself. But since we have a new UDK member stationed there, I think we should use the UDK's network. Who's the new member? Lady Artoria Castor. She told us she was impressed by the work the UDK is doing, and joined us a few days ago. Okay, so excellent news. Japan issues sanction against the antitrust violation against payment processors. Yeah, hopefully that goes somewhere. Collective Shout is also likely to get a lawsuit since they're being investigated. By whom? Who's trying to sue them? Morgan owning a hotel reminds me of Gilgamesh owning the pool. I thought he owned a whole hotel too, though. I suppose she must have kept that from you. I'm told she's a diligent worker. and that her explosion-based extinguishing methods have proven effective at fighting fires in both the forest and the city. Yeah, let's just blow up fires, because that makes sense. However, her post-work meals have also led to an increase in our labor cost. I can only hope my salary from working at this hotel is enough to cover everything. Why don't you go put out the fires yourself? You are so good at it. I suppose you're right, but... is there a reason you don't want to? So you saw right through me. I suppose that is simply another way in which I remain weak. I'm scared to go to the city. There's so many fires burning on this island. My wounds don't ache in the forest, but if I saw a fire break out in the city... I don't know if I could stop myself from succumbing to my true nature, my black dog curse. Poor girl, she's still got to deal with that. So I've been entrusting the matter of urban fires to others of the UDK. The shockwave pushes all the air away, putting out the fire. Really? You know, I may have heard something like that before, but that's cool. And if it gives employment to my adorable Artoria, then good for her. Anyway, I just got in touch with Lady Artoria Castor. She should stop by in the next day or two. Parguest. Poor girl. You are a cursed being by nature. Servant Fest, Day 3. Good morning, Lady Sarah. How are you today? Breakfast buffet is being served in the lobby. High Queen Morgan will be dining with you, so I ask that you not keep her waiting. Did you sleep well? You do look more well-rested today. Hey Morgan, you mind if I go get something to eat now? Hey, you're here too. I heard the dai-chan will make you an omelet with any fillings you want, so I gotta try one with triple cheese. You needn't go and fetch your own food, Habitrot. These are special seats. Be patient. Barguest will bring us the tastiest morsels the kitchen has to offer. Oh yeah? I kinda like picking my own food, though. But you seem happy about this, so I guess it's fine. Come on, Sarah, sit down. I'm surprised you knocked your fork from the table as you sat down. Are you unaccustomed to places like this? Well, pay it no heed. We are in the tropics after all. I understand. What do the tropics have to do with cuisine? Japanese politicians who support freedom of expression, yeah. See, you totally fell off. Not so easy to stand on a surfboard, is it? No, it's not at all. I can't even tell you how much seawater I drank before I learned how to hang 10. How strange. No matter how stable the surfboard is while I'm holding it in my arms, it's still difficult to keep my balance once I try to stand on it. It seems I underestimated the power of the ocean's waves. But no more. I may have executed a most unknightly belly flop the last time I attempted this, but this time I will stand. Huh, I got the hang of it pretty quickly. Or maybe it'd go faster if you got Mordred to teach you? Mordred? No, absolutely not. That reminds me, I would be deeply grateful if you all kept what transpired here today to yourselves. Gotta reposition myself. Huh, it's the afternoon already. Time sure flew by. There's someone putting up a parasol on the best spot on the beach. How do you know it's the best spot? Hi, Master. I'm so glad you kept your promise. One Piece? One Piece? No! Yesterday I was dressed for battle, but today I made sure to wear my special summer swimsuit. I think you were more of a summer swimsuit before. That's so confusing. I guess I'm so cute you can't even look directly at me. Aw, you're so weak it makes me want to eat you right up. And time to head back to my room. Oops. No way, you're actually leaving? Wait, hang on, I was only kidding, okay? I was just so happy to see you, I got a little carried away is all. I've been waiting for you to show up for days, you know? You mean you've been on the beach this whole time? That's right. I've been spending my mornings in bed and my afternoons in a beach chair enjoying the sea breeze. Now here, Master, why don't you sit in the chair beside mine, and we can relax here the rest of the day. What? Seriously? Who comes to the beach and doesn't even, like, swim or play volleyball or anything? Don't listen to her, Sarah. Summer will be over before you know it if you just do everything she wants to. I don't know why Dragonkin's sense of time is so screwed up, but I'm sure as hell not putting up with it. I can't believe someone's trying to come between us already. What was High Queen Morgan thinking, inviting so many outsiders? I guess this means you and I won't get to the beach all I guess this means you and I won't get the beach all to ourselves until after the race is over. After the race is over? What are you up to? Why do you hate swimming? Nothing. I just know it's fated to end up that way. No one can beat me. I can't wait to make you eat my dust on race day. That bitch. Oh, I'm sure gonna teach her a lesson. But that can totes wait till race day. Right now, it's just the three of us, right? Trust me, going out into the ocean is way more fun than just lounging in a chair. Hey, why don't we get a boat and take it out to the bay? Huh? You want me to go to the bay in a boat? You don't like that idea, Melusine? Not right now, no. It's number 6 on the list of things I want to do with you. Oh, I see. You just don't want me there when you go, is that it? I mean, yeah. Oh man, she's actually bummed. I didn't know this list of hers was so important. Alright, forget the boat. How about we dig for clams over at the shoal? Gareth said she was like super struggling with all the hermit crabs there. And you haven't moved all day, right, Mel? Why don't you get in some exercise before the big race? Fine. It's humiliating to have you look out for me like this, but I was also getting fed up with those crabs. Nobody likes having crabs. You hate swimming because you have a seizure while swimming and you've had PTSD. Well, that would do it, man. Having a seizure while swimming. God, that would be crazy. Because I guess you wouldn't be able to focus on staying afloat, right? Did somebody have to come and help rescue you out? I mean, making you, like, confront that is not good, but if you want to talk about it, that's up to you. Follow me, Master. Tropical island or not, I'm still Albion's corpses. The pinnacle of all phantasmals. Now I'm going to prove to you that there's more to my dragonhood than just lying around at the beach. Yeah, someone also mentioned Ozzy passed away. Ozzy. What's Morgania, anyway? Those things were strangely strong, and that was the last... Sorry, and what was that... Bleh. And what was with that last crab? Oh man, sorry about that. That tropical mystic creeped me the hell out, too. But hey, at least we worked up a good cold sweat, right? So now that we've worked out, let's go invite Gareth and Gawain back to the hotel restaurant for dinner. Okay, why don't you come too, Melusine? For you, Master, gladly. I don't mind being social, as long as it's in moderation. That was a quick montage of days and nights. They want to get to the race, don't they? Yep, let's just rush over to the race. West Hawartoria Earthman Race Day. Okay, I've done nothing but relax since I got here. Off question, are you to do a lore video on Emiya Alter, since his seraph explains more about his lore? His seraph? What do you mean by his seraph? I'm glad to hear that. While you've barely scratched the surface so far, you should at least have some idea. The pleasures a resort has to offer for a summer getaway. Just know that a more fulfilling... No, that your true vacation begins tomorrow. Prepare yourself. Ah, don't just pop in out of nowhere like that. This is my hotel. I come and I go as I please. But never mind that. It sounds as though you are still concerned about the festivities in the East. Servant Fest has failed many times already, yes? Do not concern yourself with it. Focus instead on my race. Are you going to do a lore video on him, since the Seraph manga does a deeper explanation on his story? Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. There's definitely more material for him. The race is sure to succeed. Each participant shall praise the great feats performed, and so summer will draw to a close with the greatest possible excitement. Servant Fest is going to succeed next time, too. As I told you, that is impossible. Would you care to know why? Because Oceanunos, the living storm deity attacking the island, is a being of my own creation. Okay, and why would you make something like that? How else was I to ensure you would finally come here? Aww. Maybe by asking me? You're hot enough I would do it. At any rate, Servant Fest is doomed to fail. Because it will never satisfy the Normalization Committee's conditions. For that matter, it is impossible for anyone to satisfy the conditions this island requires. I will instead erase this singularity my way. Regardless of who took control of it, this singularity's conditions remain the same as those BB originally laid out. Once the Earthman race comes to a successful conclusion, the resulting excitement will cause the singularity to self-destruct. The only thing you need to do is not interfere. That's fine. I'm looking forward to it, too. So is there a special prize for the winner? You. Oh! Whoever wins the race will bone you. shall be granted a full week alone with you. Tana, you okay, girl? You okay, little puppy? Aww. To spend together until this singularity disappears. Melusine is my loyal knight. She has entered the race as my proxy. Her victory, therefore, will be mine. A flawless plan, I must say. At any rate, I must be on my way. Someone will be along later to fetch you. In the meantime, I'll put up a bounded field around your room to make sure no unwanted pests may disturb you. So what, am I stuck here? Thank you for your patience, everyone. At long last, the day of the Earthman race has arrived. The race will begin in 3 hours. Now that it's been announced that the winner will receive a week with Master, as well as 100 million QP, the stands are practically vibrating with excitement. But we still haven't solved a single mystery. Why did Suzuka Gozen refuse to help? Who took Artoria's swimsuit? Crap. What are the conditions Morgan mentioned? Oh, whoops. Hello? That was weird. Sorry about that. I don't know. Who'll be texting? Who'll be texting? The gate. There's an hour delay. Okay. Times like this call for an imagination fight. What the fuck does that even mean? I just don't know. Of course you don't. You couldn't possibly solve all those problems. Not to mention you're going about it all wrong. I'm pretty sure you're overthinking this. I think that came from the bathroom? Who's in my bathroom? There. Oh, you fuck. Whoops, you were just being so pathetic I couldn't help but offer some advice. What is this ugly motherfucker doing in my bathtub? With a floaty. Reminds me of Negima. But I've said my piece now, so I'm just gonna go back to my, get back on my break. I don't really want to deal with Morgan after all. Morgan, I found the Dark Fairy King. Ugh. Hey, no, stop that. You know she can't take a joke. Besides, I took a big risk sneaking in here for you. Look, let's just put the last week behind us for now. You've got more important things to worry about at the moment, right? All those problems you were muttering about, there aren't actually as many of them as you think. It only feels overwhelming because you're thinking about them all separately. At times like this. That's still a lot. See, you can separate them into groups, right? Any problems that don't fit into those categories are just background noise, so don't worry about them. The problems in Group A all revolve around one question. Why was Servant Fest regulated? The problems in Group B all focus on the enshrined deity calamities. Those you can handle with brute force. And all the problems in Group C are all just personal stuff for you. The more earnest you are at a resort like this, the worse things are going to go. Being a model student is great and all, but why not try being a little more vocal about your true feelings? Yes, Nasu loves his whiteboards. Not to me, obviously. I've never told you my true feelings. Yikes. Anyway, first off, you need to do something about the Earthman race. You'll never be able to get to A or B. Morgan's people winning is pretty much the worst way that could go, and the only servant with a shot against Melusine is Achilles. If you just play by the book, it's pretty obvious who will win. Luckily, you already know Melusine's weakness. Just take advantage of that and you'll have a real shot at beating her. Heck, if you don't want to rely on your allies, just imagine the reactions if you won the race yourself. Alright, I'm done, and with that, the mysterious fairy king, whose true loyalties remained unknown, vanished like a midsummer night's dream. Right, I think I get it now. Ouch! Hot, hot, hot! Did you have to go that hard with your sacred sword, Goachi? Oh, really not the time for that. Are you okay, Master? The head maid told us you were here, so we came to rescue you. Suzuka! Gawain! Oh, so your toad's fine. I thought you were gonna be like an ice sculpture or something. Perhaps the Morgan we Knights of the Round Table knew might have done such a thing, but that is not the style of this Lost Belt one. Nonetheless, the fact remains that you were being kept here against your will. As grateful as I am for her invitation to this hotel, I could not let her get away with this. So I destroyed the bounded field and the door to your room in one fell swoop. Though, of course, I could not have done so without Suzuka's divine spirit power. Aww, was I really that divine? I didn't know you were such a smooth talker, Gawachi. But anyway, now that we know you're okay, Master, let's get back to the eastern side already. Actually, about that. I finally figured out why you said you weren't going to help. Oh, right. I thought that was a strange thing to say as well, but now you know why? We've been so busy lately that it felt like you had to keep your feelings to yourself. But summer should be about enjoying yourself. Like, duh. I mean, I'm still gonna work a little bit, but yeah. Besides, in Hawaii, it's totes normal to work 4 hours and spend the rest of the day drinking, laughing, and having a good time. I see. Setting to one side the veracity of that claim, I see now that I wasn't taking your feelings into consideration, Master. BB's request is strictly a submission. Our main mission should be to have the best summer vacation ever. Thanks for helping me have fun the last 4 days, Suzuka. I see. I'm glad to hear I wasn't imposing on you. Alright then, Master. What do you want to do next? You totes want to get back at Morgan before we bounce, right? What if we, like, mess up her room as a prank or something? Actually, I've got something even more fun in mind. We're going to enter the Earthman race and win! Hell yeah! They did say it's like fine to enter as a pair as long as you've got a vehicle and a driver. Mario Kart Double Dash! We're gonna punch through the checkered flag and win this thing together. Wait, I just realized something. I'm sorry to rain on this beautiful friendship parade, but as a knight, it is my duty to warn you. I'm sure you remember that Melusine is racing as Morgan's proxy. You may be just as fast as her, Suzuka. But the added weight of having Master with you will make winning difficult. Oh man, you're right, Goachi. Damn, I didn't even think of that. It's okay, I have a plan to handle Melusine. Whoa, really? You know how to teach that smug-ass, stupid, fast dragon chick a lesson? What is it that you're writing, Master? A statement of position? Will you give this to Morgan, Gawain? Oh, indeed, with these rules, you have a real chance to win. Very well. Much as I dislike being around Lost Belt Morgan, I shall deliver your letter. Master, Suzuka, Gawain, over here! Been meaning to ask, what is with Gozen looking nothing like her normal form? Did I miss something? Oh, you mean like why is Suzuka Gozen a gyaru with dark skin? I mean, it does look like her. She's just changed the color of her hair and got a tan. Which is something that certain gyaru will do. There's even a fashion style called ganguro, where they really go super tan. All the other racers are already gathering at the starting point. Go on. Don't worry, I'll take care of the registration stuff. Thanks, Gareth. Huh? What are you doing at the starting line, Sarah? Shouldn't you be in the gift box they'll be presenting to the winner? Huh? Isn't that? Hi, you're so cute, bunny girl. Hey, where do you think you're going, Artoria? You're not done tuning up the chariot yet. Ah, they're entering too. If I'm going to lend you my chariot, I expect you to win, got it? I took the roof off so you'd stand out. Try to win over the crowd, too. Imagine you're singing a song on stage or something. My chariot is the embodiment of my authority as queen, so the more people cheer for it, the stronger it gets. If you can draw enough attention and support, you should be able to go fast enough to make first place a real possibility. So let's go get that prize and leave Morgan's fancy favored racer in the dust. You can even take all the QP, and I'll settle for just the prize. Doesn't that sound fair to... What are you doing here? Did you come to cheer us on? I was just gonna say that to you. Indeed, I never thought I would see a girl who looks like my king wearing such a cute outfit. I will remember this for the rest of my life. I may well flash back to it every time I wield Galatine. Huh? Nobody said Gawain would be here too. I mean... This outfit was all the normalization committee's idea. Well, really, it was more that Yorandu chose it for me before I'd even said yes. It's fine, you can just call me Naknarea if you want. Besides, I've been calling you Artoria instead of Manny. More importantly, I'm very glad to see you're alright, Sarah. We were all really worried about how you disappeared from Waikiki. But Then someone from the UDK came along and told us you'd be recuperating here for a while. But the next day, we learned more about this race and... Yeah, as if Morgan running it wasn't a big enough deal. Then we saw you listed as the victory prize. So we talked it over amongst ourselves and decided Nocnarea and I would come take part in the race to try and rescue you. And now we find you out here? What have you been doing all this time? You'd better not be getting all chummy with frickin' Morgan. Easy there. Let's just calm down, okay? Waiting for more lessons in Magecraft videos. Yep, I produce one of those every month. Don't you tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea how worried I've been? Hey, at least everything turned out okay, right? So it's no biggie anymore. More importantly, I'm wondering what you're doing racing with that other girl. Oh yeah, we've spent most of the last 4 days together. After I grabbed her hand and basically saved her life when she was blown away in that storm. We've been singing songs together, going shopping together, and, you know, this and that. Damn, girl, so you got yourself a bestie at your vacation spot? That's so sweet. I'm, like, happy for you. Well, now that we're all here, you don't have to run the race if you don't want. Huh? Why wouldn't we? You're the prize, right? Yeah, of course we're still going to compete. I mean, I'm sure Morgan is up to something. So as a fellow, you know, I just can't do nothing, right? The race will begin momentarily. All competitors, please make your way to the starting positions. Alright, we can talk more later. If we're gonna race, then we oughta, like, enjoy it as much as we can. Oh, but first... She's going race queen! Which is very appropriate. I'm giving the hot pink leopard bikini a break and switching to this dazzling, surefire classic resplendent with summer's radiance. Now this is what I call a red-hot summer outfit. Suzuka Gozen Veikei, the ultimate heavenly maiden, has arrived. So what do you think, Sarah? There's no possible way you and I are walking away with anything but first place now. Attention all racers. We will begin in 10, 9, 8. Oh, one last reminder. Fighting between racers is permitted. You just turn this into Mario Kart, and now anyone could win because it's utter chaos. So much for skill. A loss in battle will disqualify you from the race, so racers are encouraged to not hold back. So much for a race. Didn't know I was signing up for a death race here. Oh, right. 2, 1, start. The Earthman race has officially begun. That's very professional. That was very professional. Alright, we're in second place. Hell yeah, but I can't take all the credit. Your magical energy is why we're going so fast, Master. My summer nitro boosts alone wouldn't last this long. Ah! Hey, watch it! Oopsie, I was so infuriated by what I just heard that my hand keeps slipping onto my bombs away button. That's a freaky face. Okay, what is going on? Okay, I should probably take a look. I should take a look at this housing stuff. Crazy. We've got another showing, so lots of potential people interested in the property. Yay! She looks like she's about to throw up. It's like one of those hentai where she's getting like a semen enema and it's just about to pop out the other side. Riding all alone with Master is bad enough, but now I hear you're getting magical energy from her too? No fair! I don't think we can keep dodging Melusine's attacks from above. Can you go any faster? I hate to say it, but this is as fast as I can go, and it looks like Melusine is still has speed to spare. Plus, since the last course is on open sea, there's no mountains or buildings to get in her way anymore. The only way we're gonna catch up to her is if we, get real lucky with the tailwind or something. Got it. Then we'll be fine. Boop, 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 boop. Attention, everyone. We have a late announcement. There has been a change to the race's rules. Seriously? Our final area was originally going to be an above-water course on the ocean. But since then, a certain expert has pointed out that it doesn't make sense to not have a swimming in a triathlon. To not have swimming. Her Majesty, High Queen Morgan, has agreed, saying, quote, "How astute of my wife." As a result, the final course has been shifted from above water to under it. Please note that any attempts to fly over the course or drive atop the water's surface will result in immediate disqualification. Huh? Underwater as in swimming? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, this is supposed to be a triathlon, isn't it? Well, that's no problem for me. My bike's totally outfitted for, water resistance and oxygen provision. So let me see here. Would you ever give your custom character brief pants? Oh, your comment went poof.
It's gone. I could not read it all.
Okay, give him custom brief pants. Best if the build is slim. I mean, these VTubers are already fairly skinny, I would say. But you want a dude in briefs and a girl in a miniskirt. Might be worth taking into consideration. Maybe one of these days I should do another, contest to see if someone wants to design Daikun and or Dai-chan's new outfit. I mean, I gotta have that stuff if I'm gonna hang out with Otohime in the Dragon Palace. Anyway, get ready to get wet, Master. I don't think this is going to be enough to let me catch up, though. I mean, she was, born from a lake, right? And didn't she spend all her stay at the hotel on the beach? So she's gotta be even faster in the water. Usually hot pants are things that women wear, to be fair. So you want tight, short pants on a man. Totally doable in theory. How come she's freezing up? Well, you see. Flashback. Huh? You want me to go to the bay in a boat? You don't like that idea, Melusine? Not right now, no. It's number 6 on the list of things I want to do with you. Oh, I see. You just don't want me there with you when you go. Is that it? Melusine likes lakes, but I don't think she's a big fan of salt water. Oh. So that's why she spent all her beach time in a chair. She's just didn't want to go in the water. Well, in that case, I'm going full throttle. This race is as good as won. Woohoo! It's not like I can't swim, I just don't like the way seawater sticks to me, that's all. Maybe if I use my max firepower to evaporate the seawater. No, I'd definitely get in trouble for that. Alright, I'm out of here. And now a message from Melusine from High Queen Morgan. Do not even think about forfeiting. Continue the race or I will reveal your secret to the world. You are here on behalf of Fairy Britain. Failure is not an option. If you must drown, so be it. What? Not even Aurora was that bad. Yeah, she was. Sweet. The seabed's been worked on to make it easier to drive on. Man, I'm glad my bike's amphibious. Only 10 kilometers to go now. Hang on tight, Massa. Ah! I have no idea what you're saying, but I guess you mean business, huh? Fine, let's do this whole final battle thing. Yep, I heard about Fate Extra being delayed. Record, specifically. Gotta say, that is a nice, tiny little, barely covers anything, top and bottom. If you're a ways away, listen up. If you're close by, see for yourselves. All you sea gods, focus up and make some noise. The wait for the rising and settling of the sun is finally over. Beat of the rising sun, beat of the rising sun. This is me, my summer nirvana. Sunbeam Garden. Get ready, everyone, because Suzuka Gozen's about to make off with every fox's greatest prize. Yeah, they're a close call. I think I like the previous outfit a little bit more, but this one definitely has its own appeal. It's the finish line! You're number one! Suzuka and Sarah have just crossed the finish line. And there goes the checkered flag. It's official. The winners of the Earthman race, Bristol Cup, are Suzuka and Sarah. They delayed the game to make improvements for release, which give me time to play it again on PSP. I still haven't gone and done the quote-unquote true ending of Fate Extra CCC, the one where you face off with Kiara. Ho ho ho. Well done, young ones. I don't consider this a dark horse victory at all. As I suspected, you are indeed the child of prophecy. You are the one who will save Hawartoria. You are the gal who will grant the wish of Wangina, the great spirit who dwells in Australia. But this isn't the end for the race. A typhoon is heading this way, and it will lay waste to everything. Who is this guy, and what is he talking about? That was a blast. Way to go, Suzuka. No way, Master. This was our victory, and we showed Dragon Girl what's what, too. Now Waikiki's defo going back to Oh no, don't tell me. We gotta kill Oberon. Melusine, even if you are merely a corpse, I still expected better from Albion's left hand. Very well. You leave me no choice. I'm going to push the Okeanos' buttons. Okeanunos' button. What? Hold up, Morgan, you can't do that! Just because the race didn't go how you wanted doesn't mean you can get the right to ruin it. You do this, and you can forget about your bridle gauge just getting emptied. You'll end up deep in negative numbers. Do not try to stop me, Totorot. I am a queen. I must avenge any humiliation I suffer with all haste. It would disgrace all of Fairy Britain if I were to let anyone but a fairy take first place. Morgan, I'm your friend, and I can't let you commit a crime like this. I will stop you, even if I have to throw myself in your way. Having said all of that, I do not wish to see my bridle gauge in the negative. Very well, just this once. I'll defer to you and refrain from... And you press the button. Dumbass! But Kernunos isn't causing the, Oh wait. Okeanunos. I forgot that was a thing, too. I, for some reason, thought Oberon did that. Didn't he? Didn't he do that? I thought he did. So weird. Oh crap, we're gonna get caught in a whirlpool! The kind you definitely can't escape. How could this happen after we won and everything? Did Morgan do this? I wouldn't put it past her. She tries to resolve everything with force applied from a distance. True, this all seems way too familiar. Oh, come on, don't tell me you're giving up already. Is that really all this year's top writer's got to show for herself? You beat a whole bunch of rivals to make it this far. Don't let a little storm stop you now. Huh? No way, you're... Congrats. Even from a distance, I could see that was some spectacular driving. Makes me want to try navigating the 7 seas on my own motorcycle. Just shows what you can do when you combine engineering with hopes and dreams. Captain Drake, were you off in the bay? Sure was. I wanted to compete in the race too, but my golden hind here wouldn't exactly be a good fit, right? So I decided to just watch from the sea. Of course, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for that idiot Blackbeard. He asked me to keep an eye on things in his stead because he was busy with club stuff. Ugh, I swear, if he had a feeling something bad was going to happen at sea, he should have been here himself, if you ask me. Still, it was also pretty obvious he was making an excuse to give me a turn, so I guess I'm not too upset. Anyway, ladies, I got you here like I promised. Now go kick this thing's ass. Just a second. If you want to call Blackbeard's summer outfit legitimate. But yeah, Drake should get a summer one as well. Thanks, Captain Drake. I knew we could count on the British Navy. While I won't say I'm embarrassed on my family's behalf, I will say that I cannot let Lady Morgan get away with this. Rest assured that I can still fight perfectly well, even at sea. If I must, I will banish this entire typhoon with the sun's rays. I'll help too, of course. It's only fair that High Queen Morgan faces some consequence for this. Okay, let's do this. Right, this time we're all going to work as one team. All together now. 3, 2, 1. Curse you, Morgan! What are they just... Oh wait, we're beating up Okeanunos. We get to see their noble phantasms. They put so much effort into freaking Melusine's noble phantasm. She takes off from like an aircraft carrier and launches missiles. And then we get this sweet selfie. Very sexy. We even got a bit of jiggle in there. Hells to the yeah! And so, with everyone's hearts united as one, High Queen Morgan's Okeanunos was beaten black and blue. He's like, ow! The race continued uninterrupted, and Lady Suzuka Gozen and Lady Sarah were officially declared the winners. In spite of all that had happened, the Earthman race concluded to resounding cheers, a wildly successful end to the race. Daikokten signing off. Thank you all for listening. Oh, I didn't know you were the PA people. I know that you wish to say, or what you wish to say. As the ruler of a nation, there is but one thing for me to do. I am somewhat sorry. I may find slight regret. I find I may slightly regret what I did. That wasn't actually Morgan's fault. I'm the one who messed up. You're fine with only Japanese voice actors from Japanese voice, the Nintendo characters, and I need to worry about the bloats? What are you referring to, Luigi? Now that my plan has failed, I no longer have any reason to detain you further in Briston, Sarah. Return to Waikiki if that is what you desire. I promise that Okeanunos, the calamity I created, will not make another appearance. I mean, we were gonna go back anyway, so... Was there anything else, Sarah? Morgan looks genuinely sorry now, so if you have any other questions, I think now's your chance to get some answers. Well, I do have one. What are the conditions the island desires you mentioned? It speaks well of you that you noticed that. Very well, I will gladly answer. This island desires a fantasy. The fantasy that everyone get along. Good luck. Needless to say, such a thing has never been possible, and it never will be. Erasing all conflict from human society is a wish humankind can never hope to achieve. Makes sense. And so Sarah and her compatriots left Briston behind. Their crown-jeweled dojin for Servant Fest was complete, and copies had already been printed. No, I'm not talking about the word bloat. I don't know the context to when you're talking about Japanese voices in Nintendo games. With Morgan's selfish plans thwarted, Servant Fest's success was all but guaranteed. We took a long shuttle bus back to Waikiki, taking in the many beautiful sights the western side had to offer on the way. Servant Fest, Day 6, 7 p.m. Ah, here we go again. No! God damn it, why are you back? Senpai, congratulations on winning the race. I saw the whole thing on the live stream. But unfortunately, you'll have to tell me about it later. Right now, we're dealing with an emergency. Oh, it's over. We're done for, man. The beast gods cursed us. This is our divine punishment. It was just a brief moment of weakness. We knew it was wrong. We really did. What did you do? What did you do? We just couldn't make any headway on our rough draft. And coming up with a plot was so boring. I ain't sorry. What's wrong with living life to your own way? Your own way. Besides, all they're doing is running their mouths. We're the ones in the trenches doing all the hard work. They got no right to be judging us. Ain't that right, everyone? Well, yeah, I guess. Maybe you're right. We didn't do anything wrong. We were just forgetting our book for a while and having some fun. What did you say? Yeah, but what does this have to do with Nintendo? Nintendo isn't anything that we've been talking about lately. Oh, are you kidding me? Is that you, Chloe? Trash who can't meet deadlines have no place on this island. We're sorry. Okay, bye. I understand very well how you feel, Master, but please stand your ground. I think that's Chloe. She's been gone for the last few days, but now she's shown up as a calamity. I believe she's dressed like one of the legendary shamans of Hawaiian culture. Oh, is that what that's supposed to be? And that she falls under the category of dangerous beast. Mashu, do you say weird, incomprehensible nonsense a lot? Or is this more of a one-off? Oh man, this is bad. She's dripping with divine spirit-level magical energy. Did she eat something weird over the last few days? It shouldn't, even be possible to grow that huge. It's more possible than you'd think. She's been working too hard. Much, much too hard. All she wanted was to make good books, to take good care of the artists, to make good quality work, to keep the artists safe. But when those pure, earnest feelings smacked into the contradictory realization that no one was being helped, it awakened the beast that dwells inside her. Now the only thoughts in her head are, if it's kill or be killed, I'll be the one doing the killing. And if all the publishers, artists, and readers go away, everything will be peaceful. Hey Elijah, welcome back. I see. So you're saying the power she usually keeps hidden to protect herself is now running amok to help her survive? No, I'm saying she's filled with anger and hatred for artists who don't meet their deadlines and armchair critics who always say they could do better. Entergram delisted their video games from the online stores. That's a shame. Higurashi is not counted, but still, however, they censored this one video game at the source before, but forgot the name. Oh, okay. I don't know what else Entergram publishes. I'd even go so far as to say she's become the third calamity. The calamity of editing. There's no way we can beat that! Don't be ridiculous. Are you even hearing her? Her cries are far too anguished to come from a place of anger and hatred alone. No, she's been possessed by spirits. They must have resonated with her when she was at her lowest. We need to hurry and purge them from her, or we'll all pay the price. There you are. Big Sister Sarah. I'm going to destroy everything, including myself, and finally be free from this hell. I was gonna read that as heel. Why are you zooming in right on that crotch? Game over. Attention everyone enjoying Hawartoria. I'm afraid you done fucked up again. As a result of exigent circumstances, Servant Fest has been cancelled, blah blah blah, we know that. In accordance with Servant Fest, blah blah blah, we initiate a reset, responsible. Don't say I'm responsible, fuck you. We advise Servant Fest attendees to reflect on their behavior. And hope you all continue to enjoy Servant Fest. Well, yeah, Big Sister Sarah wouldn't be all that. That's not a bad translation. Wow, and that's where we're at in that story, it looks like. Oh, back. Oh, hey, Connie, you're helping out making noise, huh? Okay, there we go. You okay, little girl? You doing okay, little puppy? So, as far as I'm aware, there are 2 more time gates. There is one for Chapter 9, which is what we're about to see, coming out tonight. And then tomorrow night, I think, will be the epilogue unlocking. So if I want to cover the entirety of the story on stream, I should not do a stream tomorrow. I should do a stream the day after. Does that make sense to you guys? I think that's how I'm going to handle it. We'll finish up the story after. Or on Friday. I might just save it for Friday. If I do the stream on Friday... Okay, so it's either going to be Thursday or Friday. Because wait, what day is it today? Wednesday? No, what day is it today? Tuesday, sorry. So yeah, Thursday or Friday, and I will schedule it for one or the other. Yep. Okay, so you like Friday. I think I'll do that then. And that'll give me a chance to do other things. Alrighty then. Let me go ahead and level up Melusine real quick. Because I do want to see her ascensions for y'all. Bui! You're cute, Melusine. You're very cute. Pew pew! Are Tanebi embers? Have you checked out 7th Prince? Somehow the cute anime-boy character doing magic makes me smile. Is that the one with the short blue hair? In kind of like little coveralls or something? If so, I have seen that little boy character, and yeah, they're cute. Very cute. Odoroita. Why would you think your horns would tan? Never heard of that before. Yeah, we're not keeping you in that ascension. Sorry, girl. Nuh-uh. Hell nah.
Level up って霊気再臨に比べる Yay!
The final ascension. Actually, that wasn't the final ascension. Oh, yes it is. Ooh, that one's kind of fun.
ドラゴンでルーラーでバカンスなんだもの。これくらいの武装はしないとね。
I don't know which one I like more.
どう
First or
私のマスター
third?
可愛いのも好きだけどかっこいいのも好きでしょ
Not to mention her skills are really fucking good.
そろそろ限界なの早っもっと火力欲しいな
You like the first? There's the butt.
青い空がどんなものかアルビオンの記憶で知ってはいた
Okay, so she's got like a butt triangle, but it's only to make room for her little tail. She got a little
憧れ
tail.
の空では飛ぶたびに悲しみが胸を裂いたけれどこの空は心をさらっていくようだもう何度も言葉にしたけどありがとうマスター僕に新しい未来をくれて
Even her final ascension says the first was the best. Fair enough.
それ以上のものを手に入れたよがっちりこの星で一番硬い爪でホールドしてるレベルアップ
Let's give you some. Everything's going great. Voila. Wait. Yeah. How much more of what? The stream? I'm gonna wrap it up soon. Just going ahead and upgrading her. Let's take a look at her ascensions. Her command card should be the first ascension if we're going with that. It would have been nice if she didn't have to have the mask on, you know? Because the mask looks kind of dumb. I guess I'll keep the first ascension like you're saying. I need to pull out some more goodies from my box. Oh, there's only one ember sitting there? Oh, I have to actually break into my embers then. Wow. It's been so long since I've had to do that. Boop. Close. So that took out a good number of them, Jesus. What are your goals? Mine is in fact animation. What do you mean by goals? Goals for what? See, I hate that. I level her up and it still shows this portrait. Even though I told it not to do that. You know, we go in, default command card, first ascension icon, final ascension, status icon, first ascension. But then for everything else, it still goes with final ascension, which even though it has the portrait of the first ascension, yeah, that's weird. Weird. Oh yeah, we probably need to level up Nerea.
ろそろ
Because that completes one of the missions. What is your purpose in life, sir? Do you like being a famous YouTuber? Well, you say that I'm not famous. It would be fun to be a famous YouTuber, but I'm definitely not a famous one right now. I like being creative and working with the anime stuff that I enjoy, whether that's playing it in a critical sense and being able to showcase it on a channel like this, or drawing it, or creating it myself. It could be any of those things, and I think I would be happy. Right now, I think the most success I've ever found was doing this, so that's good. What did you try to tell me? Oh, you're just warning me because they might go away. I'm gonna finish the event, don't worry. No, I'm very satisfied with that aspect of my life, for sure. You're pumped for college? Are you going to college to study animation? That would have been a fun alternative. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's definitely a lot you can learn in college, especially if it's a good school. I don't think the college I went to, which is just a state university, would have done a good enough job being even remotely worth justifying the cost, that I couldn't have taught myself all the things I need to know from online. So there's already tons of resources on how to be a good animator online. That you'd be better off buying some really nice high-end gear and not having to pay a shit ton for college to be able to do that. That 40th anniversary Dirty Pair book has some of the characters, including the males outside the series, wearing gear based on the Lovely Angel gear. Huh. I don't know if I've seen this particular book, 40th anniversary. I know that I funded the Kickstarter and that shit still hasn't come through yet. It's supposed to soon, but yeah. The only problem is getting work in the animation industry is very hard. Becoming something of an indie animator would be more of a dream come true in a certain sense. What if the college would have not cost a shit ton of money? Would you have taken the courses? Well, I wasn't planning to be an animator for school. I went to school for film, which is just as worthless, if not much more, actually. I would say more. Because even the stuff I do with editing and YouTubing, that's all shit I taught myself. I learned very little from my college experience when it comes to the stuff I actually wanted to learn. The rest of it was just general education stuff. Took a lot of philosophy courses, decent amount of math and science. Did some acting stuff, some vocal performance stuff. Sounds exactly like public school, even before the you-know-what takeover. Well, yeah, a state university is going to expect you to meet certain broad criteria for a bachelor's anyway. That's just how it is. You do have to take some science and math and certain electives within certain categories.
ところでこの種火って何製?
So your entire lesson was a waste of time to learn a program that was going to be obsolete. They taught you Flash animation. Well, so here the thing is, what you're going to school to learn, hopefully, is more of the fundamentals of animation that you can take with you to apply to any program that comes out in the future that does animation stuff. You will know the properties of what makes an animation good. Things like squashing and stretching and frame rates and learning how to draw or render things, learning about depth of field and all sorts of different, all that stuff that you would need to know to make animation that's compelling. Stuff that's independent of any program. The kind of lessons that people would have had to know when they were drawing anime on cells ages ago before they had CG. And the same principles that you have to do now if you're making animations for a game like Zenless Zone Zero, which has really good animations. You're gonna make your own animated film and make retelling of other shows. How does that work? I know CalArts is not a style. CalArts style was coined by John to talk about cartoons he hates. I mean, I do think there is kind of a corny, ugly CalArtsy thing, and you damn well know that a lot of animators get hired directly from CalArts because there's like a big clique in the industry, and that should not be the global standard of quality that everybody abides by, but it kind of feels like that's what's getting pushed, you know? Which is unfortunate. Shaming that style inherently isn't good, because there's good stuff that comes from it, that style, but... What the fuck are these leaves of evocation for? I'm not sure what that is. Aren't I supposed to be allowed to buy more things for Naknareya? Where do I get the rest of the Naknareya sticks? Oh, they're preparing, so I gotta wait. Oh, for getting past event servants. Oh yeah, okay, so I have no interest in that. Okay, you're late to the event, farming manga from the groups at the moment. You also got writer Suzuka to her final ascension. Nice. Very nice. I think that does it for me. Like I said, I'm planning maybe a Friday stream, and that'll do the trick. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you've had a lot of fun so far, and until next time, celebrate your fandom.